A divine warning and revelation. Beloved son, daughter, I ask you for just a few moments of your time today. Not every day does heaven call your name, but today it is calling for you. Something is approaching with sweet words, with a smile that appears sincere. But behind that calm voice lies an evil mission. Pay attention. I am your God, and today I come to warn you. Someone will come to you, presenting a pleasant, even seductive conversation. But that approach does not come from me. It is being manipulated by the enemy, who seeks to ensnare you in a false peace, only to drag you into pain, sorrow, and despair. If you are not careful, you will feel the shadow of destruction surrounding you. But I will not allow it. I am your shield, and I have brought you here today, not by chance, but for liberation. This message is your sign. It is your rescue. It is my hand lifting you from destruction. Stay until the end of this message, for I have something you have long awaited to release into your life. What your heart had given up on believing is coming. But first, I must prepare you, strengthen you, and awaken your spirit. Subscribe to the channel, for I have much more to reveal to you. And write in the comments, God, deliver me from everything that comes disguised to destroy me. Write it with faith and authority, because when you declare it, you announce in the spiritual realm, I am attentive. I am under God's protection. You will not fall into that trap. You will not lose what I have prepared for you because of a distraction. Now, take a deep breath, because the second part of this message will impact you even more. Who you truly are. I am going to reveal to you who you truly are, what they tried to hide from you, and why the enemy has been attacking you so relentlessly. They tried to dull your light. They tried to push you into a corner, to make you feel insignificant. They treated you as if you were invisible. They laughed at your tears. They tried to convince you that you were just another face in the crowd. But they did not see what I placed inside you. While the world ignored you, I was preparing you. You carry an anointing that makes the forces of darkness tremble. You carry a promise that the enemy tried to destroy before you were even born. That is why so many battles came. That is why so much pain was inflicted upon you. That is why those you trusted betrayed you, because they were used to try to stop what I had begun in you. But listen carefully. Today is the day that I, the Lord your God, lift you from the dust of humiliation. Today, I break the chains they tried to place upon you. Today, I reignite the fire within you that was nearly extinguished. No one can stop what I have decreed over your life. You were not born to live trapped in trauma. You were not born to swallow pain in silence. You were set apart, chosen, marked. And those who tried to diminish you will have to witness what I will do with you. Your prayers have been heard. You have prayed for answers. You have cried out for direction, strength, liberation, justice. And today, I answer you clearly. I have already started shifting the things around you, but to receive what is yours, you must break free from what has been draining your essence. You must stop knocking on doors I have closed. You must stop trying to resurrect what I have already declared finished. There are people you still call friends, but they have become traps. There are paths that seem right, but they are disguised snares. There are blessings that will only come when you stop chasing crumbs. Son, daughter, I did not call you to live dragging yourself emotionally. You will walk with your head held high. You will sleep in peace again. Your joy will be restored, and those who mocked your journey will have to acknowledge my hand in your life. But now, do what I ask of you. Write in the comments, I no longer accept living below what God has promised me. Write it as a prophetic act, as if breaking the chains of the past, declaring, from today on, God will exalt me. If this word has touched your heart, leave your like now and subscribe to the channel. I still have profound revelations to share with you, losses that were actually liberations. Get ready? I will show you why some losses were actually moments of freedom. You will understand the reason behind closed doors. You will see why certain deserts were necessary. And remember this, nothing and no one can stop what I have begun within you. Think back to the pain that felt unjust, the loss you could not comprehend, the door that shut just when you thought things were finally coming together. It was not rejection. It was protection. You thought I was silent, but in that very moment I was setting you free. Had I allowed you to walk through that door, it would have destroyed you. You didn't see what I saw. You didn't hear the secret conversations. You didn't know the hidden schemes. But I am the God who searches hearts. And when I said no, it was my love holding your arm. That is why today I tell you with all authority, do not weep for what has left your life. Do not drag yourself emotionally over those who abandoned you. Do not despair over closed doors, because not everything that glitters is gold. Not every opportunity is a blessing. There are things the enemy wraps beautifully just to pull you away from what is truly yours. I closed that door, but now I am opening a new path. A path that is straight, secure, and blessed. But you will only see it if you let go of the burdens you have carried for years. There are wounds you tried to understand, but now is the time to let me heal them, not explain them. You no longer need justifications. You need liberation. I have come to free you from the emotional prison, to break the chains of dependence on people, and to release you from your own guilt. There are burdens you carry in your heart that were never yours to bear. You only wanted to love, to do the right thing, but you were used, hurt, and discredited. Today, I am lifting your head because there is still a living promise over your life. You are not forgotten. You are being shaped, and those who tried to extinguish your light will witness how I exalt you before everyone. Hear this as a direct sign from heaven. In the next 72 hours, something will move in your favor. You may not understand how or why, but I am sending the right people, the right connections, and the right ideas. There will be an answer, a cure, and a confirmation. Rise now, act with faith and boldness, and declare, I will no longer accept living below what God has promised me. Write this in the comments with authority, like one who breaks chains, as if speaking to the spiritual world, I am ready. And if you haven't yet liked this message, because by interacting with it, you share hope with others. Subscribe, because this moment is only the beginning of a journey with me, your God. I have more to reveal to you. I will show you how the enemy tries to use those closest to you to sabotage your spiritual growth. It was in the silence of your room, with a weary heart, that I saw you. When you thought no one understood your pain, when you breathed deeply to hold back tears, when you told everyone you were fine, but inwardly longed to escape. At that moment, I visited you. Even without words, you prayed. Even without strength, you called my name. And I listened. Now, listen carefully to Jeremiah 1:9. Then the Lord stretched out his hand and touched my mouth and said, "Behold, I have put my words in your mouth. Today I touch your mouth, and everything they tried to silence within you will be restored. Shame will be replaced with honor. Humiliation will become testimony. You will no longer speak of wounds, but of healing. You were chosen, not by status or appearance, but by your heart. Though flawed, you never stopped believing. Through tears I persisted, and I saw every one of your steps. Now I lift you up. I place you among those who said you wouldn't endure. I give you the authority to speak what many fear to say. You will no longer swallow your truths, for what I have placed within you cannot be contained. You were not born to remain silent or hidden. You were set apart to be a voice where silence reigns, a light where darkness looms. And those who doubted you will be astonished by what I am about to do. But understand this: it is not time to go back. If you return to what I delivered you from, you will be lost. There are places that no longer belong to you, people who cannot continue on your path. Declare with faith and authority, "Lord, put your words in my mouth and use me as an instrument of light." Write this and proclaim before heaven and hell that you are available. I will reveal why you endured this long silence and what I was doing while you thought you were forgotten. You spent too much time trying to understand, wondering if it was punishment, abandonment, or a consequence of failure. But today, I, the Lord, answer you. It was never punishment. It was preparation. You were not being abandoned, you were being molded. I silenced everything around you so you would learn to hear only my voice. Because amidst the noise of opinions, empty advice, and fears disguised as wisdom, you were on the verge of losing what I planted within you. The silence was like the womb before birth. Dark, confined, lonely. But that was where I formed you. It was there that I created a resilient spirit within you. It was there that I erased the labels placed upon you and revealed who you truly are in me. Now is the time for revelation. To look in the mirror and see someone who has survived the impossible. To stop seeking permission to fulfill what I have already anointed you to do. I did not prepare you to conform. I prepared you to transform. Remember what I told Jeremiah. Do not say, "I am only a child," for you will go to whomever I send you and say whatever I command you. Jeremiah 1:7. Stop diminishing yourself. Enough of saying, "I don't know, I can't, I'm not capable." What I have placed within you is not small, it is mighty. sacred, and mine. Therefore, walk as one who carries a divine promise, speak as one with authority, dream as one with a great Father, and declare boldly, I am who God says I am, and no one will silence me. Write this with faith, as one who breaks cycles, as one who turns a key, and like this message now, because every time you interact with it, you sow healing into someone else's life. I will show you how those who rejected you today will need your voice tomorrow. Then you will understand. Nothing was in vain. Not the tears, not the waiting, not even the silence. I am the Lord, and now that I have touched your mouth, no one will silence what I am doing through you. But understand this urgently. When I raise you up, I also call you to cleanse. It is not enough to build the walls of faith if you leave openings in your own home. Seeking me in prayer is in vain if you keep the wrong company at your table. Nehemiah 13 makes this clear. After rebuilding the walls, Nehemiah returned to find the people once again mingling with those he had commanded them to leave behind. Priests were allowing the enemy to dwell within the temple. Broken alliances were being remade, and past mistakes were repeating. But Nehemiah did not remain silent. He removed impurity from the sacred, expelling what did not align with my presence. And that is what I am calling you to do today. There are things that must leave your life, people who must step away from your path, not due to a lack of love, but because of the weight of your purpose. You cannot carry the holy and the profane simultaneously. You ask me for blessings, anointing, and direction, yet you continue to make space for those who draw you away from my will. You call me Father, but you allow the enemy to sit at the table of your heart. Today, I call you to confront, not to disturb your peace, but to protect your future. There are conversations you must no longer permit, feelings that must be uprooted, and friendships that are nothing more than alliances disguised as destruction. Look at what Nehemiah did. He threw out every piece of furniture from Tobias's house and ordered the chambers to be purified. Nehemiah 13, 8 through 9. He didn't just remove the error. He cleansed the place where the error had dwelled. That is what I want to do with you now. To cleanse your mind, your relationships, your soul. But you must do your part. You must say enough. You must rise and remove everything that does not align with my spirit. Write in the comments with truth and courage. Today, I cast out everything that God no longer wants in my life. Declare it before heaven. If I have removed something, it was out of love. If I have closed a door, it was for your protection. And now, what I open, no one can close, and what I give, no one can take, unless you surrender it through carelessness. Guard your heart, your mind, and your time. Avoid environments that dishonor me. Reject conversations that pull you away from your purpose. Do not settle for the superficial if I have called you to deep waters. You asked for a promise, and I have given it to you. Now, I call you to maturity, spiritual responsibility, and holiness, for your influence will be great. You will impact lives without even speaking. Others will look at you and see something different, something that cannot be bought or explained with words. It is my presence. And this is only the beginning, for the promise I give you today will multiply. What seems small now, I will expand. Your influence will grow, your authority will strengthen, and revelations will become clearer. And the peace I give you now, no one can steal. Yet, this requires a daily choice, to keep choosing me, even when days are difficult, even when it feels like I am silent. For those who remain, see the impossible happen. Those who persevere experience the supernatural. Those who trust live. The promises the world swore were impossible. If you are still here, it is because your spirit has responded to my call. Write in the comments with courage, I choose to live what God has for me. Nothing and no one will stop me. You are not simply writing this. You are making a commitment to heaven. Very well. Now, listen closely to what I am about to tell you. Now that you have stepped into this new season, heaven watches with expectation. I have not brought you to this moment merely to stir you with words. I have led you here to mature you, to establish you, and to entrust you with something far greater than you can yet perceive. The promise I have released is not just for your personal relief. It carries a divine mission. It will impact places, touch lives you do not even know yet. But for that to happen, you must develop something essential: discernment. Not all praise comes from sincere hearts. Not every approach is a blessing. Many will come appearing supportive, yet they carry poison in their intentions. Guard what has been planted within you. Do not offer your trust recklessly. Do not rush to be understood. Some things I have shown you are meant for you alone, for now. They are still being formed in secret. And the secret, my child, is the soil where promises grow without being uprooted. There are those who have lost what I entrusted to them because they spoke too soon to the wrong people. I do not want that to happen to you. In this moment, my strength becomes your strength. My peace becomes your peace. I am preparing you not merely to survive, but to flourish. You will thrive even in the midst of storms. You will become living proof of what happens when someone chooses to trust me until the very end. Do not surrender when the battle feels too great. True strength comes not from facing everything alone, but from unity with my Spirit. He will guide you. He will grant wisdom when others falter. He will place words within you that will serve as a sword against the enemy. Do not doubt the power that already resides within you. Remember David when he faced Goliath. He did not conquer by physical strength, but by trusting me. And you, my child, are stronger than you realize. You have the authority to defeat giants, not by your own strength, but through faith in me. Do not focus on the size of your obstacles. Look instead at the enormity of the God who has called you. Look at the magnitude of the promise I have spoken over your life, and know that nothing, absolutely nothing, can hinder what I have prepared for you. Now I ask you to make an internal decision. You will move forward no matter what happens, because what lies ahead requires unwavering faith, a faith that refuses to bend in the face of adversity. This path is not for those who give up easily. It is for those who know victory is certain, because I am with them. Write in the comments now, I will not stop. The promise is being fulfilled in my life. This is not just a statement. It is an affirmation of faith, a declaration that you choose to press on without looking back. And as you do, remember, the next steps are vital. No matter the size of the mountain before you, I am your ever-present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1. What I am about to share will be profound. How to stand firm when your faith seems to waver. Even in times of weakness, my power will still be in action within you. Now that you are fully aware of the calling and strength I have poured into your life, I want you to grasp something profound. The path of obedience demands courage, but it also brings an inexplicable peace. When you choose to trust me and press forward, even when everything around you tries to convince you otherwise, you will experience a peace that the world cannot offer. The peace I give is not like the world's peace, which depends on circumstances. My peace transcends the storms of life, sustaining you with strength even when everything appears to be falling apart. You might wonder, how do I maintain that peace when the winds of life are raging? When difficulties keep appearing? The answer is simple, yet profound. Focus on me, on who I am, rather than on the circumstances around you. I am the one who parted the waters so that my people could walk on dry land. I am the one who multiplied a few loaves to feed thousands. I am the one who called forth life where there was death. What I did before, I continue to do today. I still perform miracles, still transform lives, still renew hearts. So no matter how great the challenge you face, no matter how chaotic the situation seems, I am still in control. When you focus on difficulties, your vision becomes limited. But I invite you to look through the eyes of faith, to trust in me. If you do, you will see how great I am, far greater than any adversity that rises against you. There is incredible power in trusting without seeing every detail of the path ahead. A heart led by faith becomes immune to fear because it knows that the Creator of the universe is on its side. When you walk in obedience, I watch over every step and prepare the ground for you. That is why I tell you, do not be discouraged. Even when enemies arise, they do not know what they are doing. The adversary may try to deceive, manipulate, and isolate you, but you are protected. I am your refuge and strength. Even in your darkest hour, I will be your light. And here is the secret. Trust in my timing. Do not rush. Do not despair. What I am doing in your life is not something that happens overnight. Every challenge, every prayer, every unseen moment is shaping you for something far greater. I am preparing the ground so that at the right time you will stand as a great testimony of my faithfulness. The doors that will open for you at the appointed time will surprise not only those around you, but even yourself. You may ask, how do I know if I am on the right path? How can I be sure I am hearing God's voice and not my own anxiety? The answer is simple yet essential. Do not give up hope. Do not surrender to silence, because I am molding you for a greater work. Often, what you need is not immediate answers, but the confidence to keep walking forward, even when you cannot see the destination. Faith does not depend on seeing to believe. Faith believes in order to see. This act of faith will open doors that seem shut, illuminate paths that appear dark. The silence you experience is fertile ground where your faith is growing and strengthening. You must also learn to rest in my promises. Just because you do not see immediate results does not mean my promise has failed. Just because you have not heard from me yet does not mean I have forgotten you. I always keep my promises. Delay is not denial. It is preparation. Often, before giving you something great, I prepare you so that you can steward and fully embrace the blessing. Now look at your life and begin to see what I have already done for you. Remember the small victories, the blessings I have already given. I lifted you up when you fell. I strengthened you when you thought you had no strength left. Every step you have taken has been leading you toward the destiny I have for you. I have not abandoned you. I am with you, working on every detail. And now, at this crucial moment, I ask you, are you ready to keep trusting? Are you ready to move forward, even in silence? Because my silence is not an obstacle. It is preparation for victory. What I am preparing for you will astonish you. It will be far greater than you can imagine. So in the silence, do not doubt what I am doing to you. I love you, and I am taking care of you. In due time, you will witness the manifestation of my promises. I will never forget my children. When the time is right, the door will open. What you need to do is keep believing, keep moving forward, and remain faithful to the calling I have placed upon your life. Now, if you have felt the silence yet know that I am working, write in the comments. I trust in God's timing. I am ready to see His promise fulfilled in my life. Do not forget to interact with this message, because every time you do, you plant a seed of faith and hope in someone else's heart. Now that you understand the power of my silence and how I use those waiting seasons to strengthen your faith, it is time to go deeper. You're being molded, forged in faith, and every day you are drawing closer to the person God created you to be. Life is not made up of easy moments, but it is in those difficult times that character is strengthened, faith is tested, and God's power is manifested in extraordinary ways. He calls you to boldness and courage, not fear. For He has already overcome the world, and with Him, you too will overcome. If you have not yet reached complete confidence in this truth, if you still waver in knowing that God is in control of all things, then I invite you to take a vital step right now. Give everything into God's hands. No matter what has happened up to this point, no matter how heavy the burden, He is calling you to a new beginning, a time of healing, renewal, and restoration. Today is the day to place your trust in God fully and without reservation. With a grateful heart, I urge you not only to receive these words, but to put them into action. Faith is not just something you hear. It is something you live. If you believe what is spoken here, commit to walking in these truths. Share this message with others who need it. Strengthen your faith, and remember always, God is with you in every step. If you are ready to move forward with Him and embrace all that He has in store for your life, write in the comments, I trust in the Lord. and I am ready for what He has for my life. Do not forget to like and subscribe, because God has so much more to reveal to you. Every video, every message, every step in your journey is another opportunity to experience His love and power in miraculous ways. And remember, what you are walking through right now is not the end. It is only the beginning of something great. God promises to turn every difficult moment into victory. Your testimony will be one of faith, endurance, and unwavering trust in His faithfulness. God is working in you right now, and soon you will see His mighty hand moving in every area of your life. So do not stop. Keep going, because your breakthrough is closer than you think. May God bless you abundantly. May His peace, which surpasses all understanding, guard your heart and mind. Stay with Him, and He will stay with you. Until the next message, take care of yourself. Final prayer. Dear God, beloved Father, I come before you today with a heart full of gratitude and humility. I know you are always by my side, guiding me each step of the way and illuminating my path with your eternal light. In the midst of life's struggles, you sustain me. You grant me strength and wisdom to continue, even when my strength feels like it is fading. Lord, I thank you for never leaving me alone. I know that in moments of pain, in times of affliction, you are working behind the scenes, preparing the best for me. I now surrender to you all my worries, anxieties, and fears. I place every dream, every difficulty, every battle into your powerful hands, knowing that if it is your will, you will transform all of it into blessings. Father, today I ask for wisdom and discernment, to make the right choices, to know when to wait and when to move forward. Enlighten my understanding so that I may hear your voice clearly, follow your lead, and trust your divine plan for my life. No matter what happens, I want to walk in perfect harmony with your Spirit, to feel your presence in every decision, and to remain steadfast in faith, even in the stormiest seasons. God, I also ask for protection over my mind, heart, soul, and all those around me. Shield me from the forces that seek to pull me away from your path. Guard my home, my family, my friends, and all the people I love. May you be my fortress, my refuge, and my defender, the shield that protects me from all adversity. Dear Father, I thank you for the strength you give me to face daily battles. I know I am not alone. Your power sustains me, and in every trial, you are my warrior. Even when things do not go as planned, I trust that you are in control. You are good all the time, and all the time, you are good. I surrender completely to you. I thank you for holding me up in moments of weakness and for reminding me that you are my rock and refuge. When all around me feels uncertain, you are my confidence. When I feel weak, you make me strong. May I never forget that you, God, are in control of all things. Even the difficult times, you use them to mold me, perfect me, and refine me into your likeness. Lord, I ask one more thing. Awaken in me an even deeper faith. May my trust grow through challenges so that even in trials, I see your hand at work. Let me be a testimony of your power, a reflection of your love and goodness to those around me. Father, I also pray for the renewal of my mind. Teach me to think as you think, see as you see, and speak according to your will. May my life be a living testimony of your grace and mercy. May all who see me see your light shining within me. May my actions, words, and attitudes reflect your character and love. Finally, God, I thank you for the promises you have spoken over my life. I know you are faithful to fulfill every word, and as long as I walk with you, nothing will be impossible. You are the God who opens doors where there are none, the God who transforms obstacles into opportunities, the God who grants victory in every area of life. I thank you for your constant presence, for your guidance, your mercy, and your protection. I surrender my life to you, Lord. May everything I do reflect your glory. In the name of Jesus, I pray, fully trusting that you hear and care for me. Amen.